Good morning and welcome back to Spurs Latest. I am your host, as always, Trip Graham. So happy to have you here today. Got so much to talk about in the NBA. NBA playoff basketball is in full swing. Got more of our Spurs tonight. So we're going to get all of it into here at Spurs Latest. Thank you for joining me. Let's go. Beautiful May 6th day. Let's keep it going. Weather's been good. I want it to continue. All right. Well, Tuesday night playoff action was a absolute huge games. We had the Thunder and the Lakers last night. Thunder put down the beatdown on the Lakers. The Lakers did keep it close for most of the game, but the Thunder were able to break it open in the third quarter um, with, just pretty much a whole round performance. Definitely the MVP of the game was Chet. Chet, 24 points, 12 rebounds. 9 of 17 from the field with 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. So, really good game from him. SGA also had a good game, 18, 3, and 6. Isaiah Hartenstein was very good on the boards with 9 rebounds, 8 points, 3 of 3 from the field. So, really productive night from him. Yeah, and Thunder looked like all the wagon that we thought they were. So that is scary. Definitely scary. But like I said, in the playoffs, you want their best, and we're going to be playing their best if we're the Spurs going to be versus the Thunder in the next round if we both get through. But we have a lot to take care of right now in Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. So, let's eat our dinner first. Let's make sure we beat the Wolves before we even think about the Thunder. I know I'm thinking about the Thunder. I know I'm going against my own self. I know I'm thinking about the Thunder. All right. So, but yes, Thunder have won. They are now up 1-0 in the series. LeBron has not been able to do it. He had a good night last night, 27 points, I believe. So shout out LeBron. I really hope that he can be able to pull it off. Other games last night. Detroit did take a 1-0 series lead against the Cavs. Pistons won 111 to 101. Like I said, I don't know about James Harden. James Harden is my biggest question mark every year if he's going to be able to succeed in the playoffs. He obviously did really good in the first round, but I don't know what that means for further success. James Harden never has been to the NBA championship since the Thunder, since he was on the Thunder, which they lost to LeBron in the NBA Finals. That's when they had that really good super team with Russ, James Harden off the bench, and Kevin Durant. So, all right, well, we move. Other games, so I just want to say, Detroit up 1-0, and OKC now up 1-0. I don't know. Is LeBron going to have enough in his tank to pull this off? I don't know yet. I really want him to pull it off. I just don't know if he has the facilities to pull it off. It's going to be really, really tough. He does not have the supporting cast around him. Obviously, Luka Doncic is out. That's really, really tearing him apart. LeBron, he has to go back to those Cleveland days when he had nobody on his team. That's the biggest thing. He hasn't been able to get back to that era. But let's see if he can pull it out in game 2. I'm really pulling for LeBron, obviously, in this series. I want to see his greatness continue. And if he can beat this Thunder team, it would be one of the biggest legacy things of his entire career. So, shout out LeBron. You got this, man. I don't know if we can get over the mountain, but I'm really pulling for you and the Lakers in this series. And it would be awesome to play LeBron. Spurs versus LeBron. Oh, come on. That would be so cool. All right. Let's talk more NBA basketball, and we're going to talk about some previews tonight. It is really the best time of the year in NBA basketball. Playoff games every single night. It's just never gets old. I really love this round where we're down to 8 teams and the solid 8 teams. And it's like, once we get to the next round, NBA basketball is, almost every night, but not every night. Eastern Conference and Western Conference is like that final round of, then basketball is only every other third night. So every 2 to 3 nights. I mean, everyone, and the old adage is Super Bowl Sunday the worst NFL Sunday of the entire season? Just based on, people love watching football, and it's the least amount of football of the entire year. I could see where the people come from with that. Eastern Conference Finals and Western Conference Finals, you still got a good amount of basketball in play. So let's cherish it. We only got a few weeks left of basketball for the season, so let's cherish it. All right. Game 2, Spurs versus Wolves tonight, and Wemby needs to step it up in the scoring department. Oh my gosh, maybe conserve a little effort from all the blocks. He did set the record the other night, NBA record with blocks in a game, postseason record, 12 blocks. Unbelievable. So, shout out Victor Wembanyama with 12 blocks in a game. Unbelievable. He got to keep that up. Keep up with the momentum, but the scoring needs to step it up. I don't need to see these threes from Wemby. I do not need to see these threes. He went 0 for 7, I believe, from 3-point first game. Like I've been saying, three-pointer is developed in the offseason. You don't develop it in the NBA playoffs. Let's focus on your strengths right now, Wemby, and then we will get to the 3 this offseason. You can win with the 2. Win with the 2. There's no point for 7 3-pointers from a 7'5" alien. Not at this point when you weren't that crispy from 3. I'd rather you on the low block, just dominating, just absolutely dunking over everyone, posterize every single player that you can see. He can. He absolutely can. So I like to see that out of Wemby. More posters, less threes. That's what I'm looking for this game. All right. Well, need other big games from Castle and Fox. Definitely the defense from both of them, especially on Anthony Edwards, is going to be a huge, huge key to this game. Yeah, really, really looking forward to this game. Wemby needs to step it up at shooting. It's the biggest thing. He needs to get on the block. He needs to make them uncomfortable. He needs to run the floor every single time, make him really uncomfortable on the block. He needs to just camp down there. Absolutely just camp down there. Get fed by Fox and Castle the entire game. Pop it out for Champagny threes. That's my key. Wemby has to stop looking for his own shot and start looking for Champagny to be knocking down those threes, not him. I think that is one of the biggest keys to this game. So, all right, let's keep moving. We do have other games tonight, I believe. Yes. Spurs versus Timberwolves is the late game. The early game is 76ers versus the Knicks. Philadelphia is plus 220 to win this game. Absolutely beat down from the 76ers in the first game. From the Knicks in the first game. Absolutely beat them down. I look at Knicks getting this game too. I don't see the 76ers when the Knicks are on a heater right now. They're playing their best basketball of the season at the right time. So that's really, obviously a key to success. Jalen Brunson is just going off right now. Karl-Anthony Towns playing his best basketball. Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart being great supporting cast right now. I just want to see this continue. Beat up on Joel Embiid after taking the Celtics out of last round. So we will see where the Knicks can go from here. I do think that they need to put on the gas, and that's one of the worst things the Celtics did last season is series. It looks like they took their foot off the gas against the 76ers, and the 76ers were able to capitalize with Joel Embiid coming back. So if you get the 3-point going, you get the high transition threes going, it really takes Embiid out of the game from being able to do what he loves, which is, sitting in the post and, getting those mid-range shots. So keep up the high momentum is my key to the game for the Knicks. And we will see where it goes from there. All right. Well, other things, drama is always afoot in the NBA. And I wanted to look at some of the top destinations for NBA players this offseason. 4 players in particular: Kevin Durant, Giannis, LeBron. And I know he's not a star, but he used to be, and I'm putting him in this category, Draymond Green. So all 4 of these guys, 3 out of 4, I could see, retiring KD, LeBron, and Draymond. I don't think KD really is much. But LeBron and Draymond more so of, could go the retirement route. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. I think they have more in the tank. Kevin Durant, let's start with him. Kevin Durant is brought into the offseason every single saying, is he going to get traded? Is he going to move to a new team? And it seems like this is the first time in forever where it's not going to be his option if he wants to go to a new team. If I'm the Rockets, I say keep KD, keep building my young talent, because you have one of the best superstars of all time that they can look up to and build around. Keep KD. I would say Rockets really should keep KD. Do not trade him unless you can get a top 5 pick. I mean, it literally has to be a top 5 pick for either Abasanya, Peterson, Boozer. I mean, those are the only ones that you could say I'm investing in the future, so it's worth it. But if you're going to be in win now mode, which I think the Rockets are, I think they should keep KD. I just don't see a world where that would be smart. All right. Giannis. Giannis is going to be a complicated one this offseason. Is he going to go back to the fury of, the trade deadline of, I want to stay, I want to leave, and, putting the Bucks in a weird spot? That Bucks roster is depleted. They're not going anywhere next season. I promise you that. I mean, I don't see the superstars on the market that the Bucks could get that could build him back into a powerhouse next season, where it looks like Giannis wants to be back to a powerhouse team right now. So I don't see Giannis staying with the Bucks this offseason. I see 2 destinations for him. Number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I think this is going to determine how far the Cleveland Cavaliers go in this playoffs. Is how much they're going to be fighting for him. And I think this playoffs is a huge thing for them. So I see Cleveland Cavaliers. They have the trade assets. They have the bench players that they would want. And I could see it happening. The other team I do see happening is the Celtics. The Celtics could trade, I looked at the trade machine. It would be Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and Sam Hauser, I believe, was the third one. So we'll see about that. I don't know. Maybe Celtics, Giannis, I don't know. They've been, enemies for all these years, and, could pair them up with Brown and Tatum and really run the East. LeBron should stay with the Lakers, but I could see him going to Cleveland as well. Cleveland is going to be a hot destination this summer. If LeBron says I want to do my retirement core in Cleveland, who's saying no? And then the last one is Draymond. I see Draymond retiring and going to work for ESPN and just being a full-time color commentator. It looks like he was wrapping up his time with Steve Kerr. And I see Draymond moving into an announcer role. But we will see. All right, well, last thing on my menu for today is the Daredevil. Daredevil had its finale last night, and it did absolutely, it beat all expectations. Fisk versus Daredevil comes to the conclusion of season 2 in, absolutely insane way. Spoilers ahead. So, obviously Fisk is, it was a huge courthouse scene. Fisk just absolutely beats down on the protesters in a bloody scene, which was just insane to see, jaw-dropping. Matt Murdock reveals himself to be Daredevil, which is absolutely insane. So we got that. Well, that's all I have from Spurs Latest today. Thank you for joining me. We will see you tomorrow. Got so much to talk about in the NBA coming up. Spurs basketball is humming. So we will continue. Go Spurs, go. I will see you in the next one, hopefully after Spurs W.